Part of the reason why I got into estate planning is because I've kind of seen this situation from a lot of different angles in my own family. So my dad died actually when I was 19 years old. I was in college. My sister and I both received from a life insurance policy had about $40,000. And let me tell you, when you're 19 and you get $40,000, it is a whole heck of a lot of money to you. It's nothing that you have ever seen before. And most people in that situation don't know how to manage that kind of money. And it usually goes pretty quickly. In fact, the statistics say when somebody gets an inheritance when they're younger, say under 21 years of age, that's not in a trust, when it's just cash inheritance, that they go through that money within 3 to 6 months. And in my law practice, that's what I've seen as well. When younger children inherit money, it's gone pretty quickly. So one of the reasons why I love doing trust planning is for those of us who have minor children and who don't want to put really that burden on that child to inherit that kind of money at that young of an age, we can put a trust in place. And trust can state when a child can act as trustee of their own money. So when do they get to control or manage or invest it? We actually don't recommend anyone younger than 25 act as trustee for themselves. And that's because at 25, that's when your brain fully develops. It also gives kids the ability to kind of get through college while still having somebody else making them have really good financial decisions, because someone else is controlling and managing their money for them during that critical time where they can be using that money for really good use during that young part of their life instead of just blowing it and getting it into debt. Another reason why young kids a lot of times don't do very well at managing money at a younger age is because of peer pressure. So it is amazing how many people will come out of the woodwork and encourage you how to spend your money when someone dies. And usually that encouragement is always somehow involves them as well. Whether that's, hey, let's go on this, vacation together and, I'll go if you can pay for me as well type situation. If we have someone else managing money for that young adult, all of that peer pressure goes away, because now they could very easily say, you know what, it's not up to me, my aunt, my uncle, or a trust company or another family member is managing that money for me. Then we can also put into place at what ages you want, again, there to be more control by that beneficiary or to have more access by that beneficiary. We have some clients that say, you know what, we don't want our child to get or use any money for any purpose until they reach a certain age at all. They want that money to be used maybe for a better start in life after college. We have some clients who say, you know what, I only want it to be used for healthcare or education purposes until they reach a certain age or until they get their undergraduate degree. And then it could be opened up for some more uses. It really depends on what your estate planning goals are. But the best way to protect younger children, especially when a lot of us have life insurance, and if something were to happen to us as parents, our kids will get a whole bunch of money just through our life insurance policies. The better way to leave that money to kids is to be able to stretch it out for them, put some protections in place, and put someone else in charge of that money for a while.